Your yes, a container here. I can remove also. First stop. What's the container ID? C12. Stop and then Docker RM. C12. Done. Now Docker PS. Any containers there? No. But if I run command, it will work or no? Yes? No, not a background process. Actually guys, it's what? You know how code was. Can you see the process exited? I told you. It's what? Standard application. So container is created, image is running, and then as soon as the run is over, container is dropped. But still I want to see, was there any container? So what do we do? Docker ps-a. Can you see container here with image MREM? Guys, you can see. Can you see? That means container was created 31 seconds ago. But the problem is, it's what? Standalone application. Get this? You understand the meaning of standalone because when I show you server, you will understand what I am trying to say again. Standalone means the code is exiting. So container created, code is executing, done, remove the container. Back. Got it? Yes or no? Got the idea of this? So what are the steps I did? Print hello world I created, basic Java. This is all you know. Clear? I need, just like I have a bytecode, I need a image for Docker. Java can be bytecode, for Docker, image. For image, I need Docker file. Getting this? I need Docker file. Now inside Docker, it's an empty container. I want Java in my version. So this Docker, just for example, have you seen utils? When you print something, import utils. Same like utils, you are doing here from OpenJDK. That means in the cloud, there are many JDKs. You are telling him, you have a JDK, please give me. I have something in JDK, I'll just use it. It's free for you. That's why we need what? From OpenJDK. Then define a path. What the command is? Work directly. Yes? And I give /f a path. Now, whatever is creating here, paste it inside work directly. Getting this? So I did paste it there. Then we need to convert this code into compiled code. So run any command, run Java C main.java. Now these all things are happening before the deployment. After deploying, you have to print the statements. Those things you can define where? Entry point. Inside entry point in an array. Whenever in the command gives space, you divide to commas. And everything else given the string quotes. Here, now whatever I see said, you can see on the screen again. Go inside this Docker file. In Docker I am saying, bro, you have JDK? Yes, I have. Which one you want? Bro, 22. Okay, write it. 22. I got it. Thank you. Next. Bro, I need some space. Okay. With what name? App. Give it. Now what do? I want to use your space for everything what I am having inside my folder. How can I do? Copy. What? Everything. To your path. Can you see this? Yes or no? Yes. Paste it. Next thing. Before pasting, I don't have a bytecode. What to paste? I don't have bytecode. What do you do? Run Java C main.java. A command run means pre-deploying. Pre-deploying this command. But after deploying, when you want to use some things, it's called as entry point. So what am I doing in entry point? What am I doing in entry point? I am defining a command, what you want to execute inside the container. How? All spaces are divided by commas and whole command is inside quotes. Java. Clear now? Then when it's deployed, how can I check? Docker build -t and then whatever you want to give. Image name, not file name. What name? Image name. And where you want? Current directory of doc. Yes or no? Clear? That's why what if you will do now, it will be very easy. People think it's very, how kind of thing you can see I did in front of you. 5 minute Docker ho gaya. Then easy it is. Getting it? Once you pasted it, You can see images how Docker images. Yes? Got the images? Now what do we need? Run this image inside a container. So command क्या है? Run. Docker run. Next. Image name. Yes or no? Got the idea of this? Docker PS is, you can see how many containers are there. For images, we have Docker images. For containers, Docker PS. For old containers, -a means all the containers from last till today. Get this? Docker PS -e. Got it? Yes or no? But then if I told you when I see container, this is a container. Because it is what? Standard application. As soon as the process exited, it deletes the container for you. Clear? If you are listening, not an hard I am repeating it again. Now, if your internet is working, you can start something called as start.spring.io. I'll show you how to make an API. First, just see, then I'll explain line by line. Okay? It's very easy. What we'll see now? For a server, you know what we mean of server first of all? I'm not talking about resource provider. What's the technical meaning of server? Yeah. What is CM? What is OSI model? Do we know layers? Can you narrate to me? Application, presentation, session, these next, transport, network, data link, physical. Awesome. What does network layer gives you? In form of address. IP address. What transport layer gives you? Port address. IP address plus port address becomes the location of any server in the world. Remember this. Whenever you have a server in the world, to communicate to it, you need a combination of IP and port. What is your IP of this laptop? Anyone knows? Localhost. 127.0.0.1 if you have seen. Have you heard this? Theoretically, you've learned a lot. Actually, practically, it's called as localhost or 127.0.0.1. Getting this? Every service will have their own port addresses. For example, MySQL, किसको पता है port address MySQL 3306. Getting this? Same way, Java have a server called as Tom. I'll show you. It runs on 8080. If you want to change it also, but by default it runs on what? 8080. What's my IP address? What name of this? Localhost. What's the port address of Tomcat? If we combine both of them, you can search the browser and explain this. I'll show you now. Got it? And you don't know this, right? And we are learning DevOps. Without a server, DevOps. So I knew it's basically required. So I got a, just because the thing we are doing is hello world. My agenda was to integrate MySQL, but it will be very tough for you guys. It is backend with MySQL, with Docker, with Jenkins. Boom. Nothing understood. So at least basic you understand. So now you know how to deploy a standalone Docker. Yes or no? Once you download, you will see this. And the most good thing about Docker is it comes with a application. So you don't have to set the environment variables. The most idiot thing in Windows, I hate the most is setting environment variables. You don't have to do for this. But for others, Maven you have to do. You know, I think you know how to do it. System variables, key value, and then path, paste the path. Know these things? Yes or no? Yes. Be strong with this. DevOps, the first purpose is learn installing. If you don't know installing, what's DevOps then? Clear? Bored or excited? You're not bored, right? Not even started, now we'll start. So, what Build tool I will use. I told you Java use build tool. Out of these three, which language you want? These are Spring Boot versions. I think you know snapshot means what? Or no? You know this phone call is nothing. Nothing, you know? Go background mein lights and everything. Wahi. Getting this or no? What is the problem with this phone, you know? They are testing on you. If you have cracked it till now. They are having some problems. They sell it to you problems, and the next version they improve it. They are using the customers to test it. Same way these snapshots means they are untested versions. They are not even exact to be done. Some testing is going on. So this is called as stable versions. So now tell me which one should you use? Stable or snapshots? Stable? I'm using stable version. Now this group, artifact, name, description, package, packaging, blah blah. These things you will see. These all define a name of a jar file. Jar file का name होना चाहिए. So name means group plus artifact plus name is combinedly called as name of a jar file. We will see this. Okay? So let us just leave what the meaning of this. We'll see. Jar and war. What do we want? Jar. I told you already. Java archives. Any Java application is called as Java archives. Java any version you can take. Okay? Now we need dependencies. So guys, we need server or not? Yes? So dependency name is web. Now what I'll tell you cannot see it. Build web including REST tool. What is REST? REST APIs. REST मतलब REST APIs. Very good. You know what we do REST? No, right? Just you heard the name REST. REST means it's a flow of how stateless configurations happen. REST is stateless, SOAP is stateful. ये होता है. We'll see. So deep I will give you a definition of this. REST are stateless. Get this? And using Spring MVC. What is MVC? Anyone know MVC? Anyone? Model View Controller. Get this? Here we got depth today, I will not go there, I'm just giving you names of these. Next is uses Apache Tomcat. I told you server name, what server name is? Now I'll just give you. Uses Apache Tomcat as container. Got it? Now guys, if I go to explore, you see explore tab, and you can do this in your browser right now. Open phone hotspot, search, it's not downloading, you can directly open. I'm doing the browser itself. Okay? Go to explore. Can you see a file? I didn't create it, it's created automatically. It's called as form.xml. You know what is XML? Extended markup language, just like HTML kind of thing, with tags. Why XML is used? You know JSON and XML. These are used as communication between different servers. Like for front and backend, earlier we used to have XMLs. Nowadays we have what? JSON. Because we need a, you know, anyone know JavaScript? JavaScript do we have integer? No. Why? We don't have integer, we have numbers. The problem is, when you give from backend Java, you will give integer. Front end may have JavaScript, we have numbers. Are they compatible? No. For JavaScript, you know, we need TypeScript. We don't have types in Java. So JavaScript, the worst thing about JavaScript is, we don't have data types. So we need a TypeScript over JavaScript to define data types. Now, here we have integer, here we have number. Are they compatible? So what do? We need some entity based on the both to communicate. That is called as JSON or XML. So backend will convert everything into JSON or XML. Frontend will take as JSON or HTML or XML. Getting this? Yes or no? That's it. XML you can think as a tag language. Just like HTML. You know, how do you see? You know overleaf? Overleaf you heard? There is also a tag language. Just like in GitHub we have readme.md. Latex I am telling you about. Heard of latex? in README, you know README GitHub? Yes or no? It's the latest language. Latest means for text languages. To make PPTs, to make doc files, to make good series, we use latest language. So whenever we have tags, this is also using tag. You see tag? If you have seen HTML, it is similar to this or not? Body slash body, head slash head. Same way we have something like group. Now group ID, artifact ID, version, path. Have you seen something before this thing? Well, when I am reading my project, and this is not mine, this is what Spring Boot starter parent. So what I'm trying to say is, whenever you try to create a jar file, it will always have these four things: group ID, artifact, version. See below, group ID, artifact, version. Dependency, group ID, artifact. There is no version. Why? Because the parent has the version. Yes? I know it's first time you see this, it is complicated. But just when you see the output, you will like it. So I'll do a generator. This is what you can do. You can change the name. MREM. What name are you giving? What system are you? DevOps. If you see, I name artifact, name is automatically coming. Yes or no? Again, I'll do. See, three things: artifact, name, and package name. Three things. M. Can you see? R, E, M. What all things are changing? Artifact name and package name. Yes? Now